Okay, so here is my Sony PVM-14E4E. I got this several years ago, maybe about 7 years ago, something like that. And yeah, it has always been working until, let's say, I moved to this new house, and I kept it connected for a while. And then I wanted to turn it on, and what happened is that the tally lights went orange, red, kind of this color. No typical gong sounds of the degausser that's being activated when you turn it on. And I thought, let's at least open it and see if there's something that is off, like a bilged capacitor or lots of dust or whatever, something, I'm not a real electrician, as in I can do some simple desoldering, etc., and simple bug hunting for broken traces, but yeah, I don't have the gear to do great analysis like oscilloscopes or whatever. But yeah, I got the service manual for it, and this is what I did so far. I opened the shell. As you can see, I took the power board off, removed this connector here, kept these two connected. Currently the power is turned on. The A board is still connected to all its connectors, but there's a little bit of dust on it. Oh wait, let me also turn on this other light. I guess it will hopefully give a little bit better light on the video. At least from the other side. So as you can see, there's a little bit of dust. I wouldn't say huge amounts, but there is dust. It's not very clean, but it's also not very dirty. So what I did, I checked if the board was loose, and it seems to be loose. I only need to unplug some connectors. Currently the power is turned on, so it might be charged again. I discharged it with this connector loose, so I'm not sure if the power is on, that is now still charged. I don't think it is, but I'm not sure, so I'm not definitely. I'll keep away from that area. The purpose, what I'm going to do now, is test these connections for the voltages. And I did a first measurement like a couple of minutes ago, and it was something off. So I'll show you. I'm going to fix the camera so that I can record and probe those rails at the same time. So let me put it a little bit down. Okay, so there's my multimeter. I hope it can be seen on the camera, but I'll put it as close as I can. Currently it states 1 point, so I'll turn it a little bit and put something underneath it, like some of the things here. So now it should be, yeah, I can really easily read it. Okay, so it put it to DC. And it's powered on? Yeah, it's powered on. So first I'm going to check the incoming power. So put it here. Oh, I have to put it. Yes, of course, I was stupid. Okay, so 236 volts AC. So now I'm gonna put it on DC and I'm going to test these pins, because it says here this is 5 volts ground, 15 volts ground, 15 volts and 5 volts. So I'm not entirely sure how to measure these, but there's this white line here. So I guess what is it? Is it 15 or 115? I don't know. I can't read it really clear, to be honest. I would say it's what is it saying? I would say, yeah, that is a 115 volts. Or is that a plus sign? I really don't know. I would say 115 volts. Yeah, but not entirely clear how it should be measured. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it between these two pins. So this ground pin and this one. And then I'll do the same for these two, and then this one with this one. Yeah. So let's see what we get. Okay. A weird thing when I just turned it on is that the 5 volts were higher and was slowly dropping. Yeah, so this is even more interesting. It has been turned on for a while now, and now it says 4.5 volts, which is interesting. Okay, so I'll also do the same for the other outer pin. And it says, that's strange. That's not what I expect. This is fine. Yeah, it says 5 volts. So ground. That says just a couple of millivolts. I don't think that's right, but it could be because of the pin. So let me check. So it says 4.5 volts, and then keep this to ground, and then maybe that is the issue. And now it says no, just a few millivolts. So maybe that's the issue here, that there's something wrong on the board that makes this not have 5 volts. Or is this AC or DC? I'm not sure. Let me just check. I would think it's DC, right? 5 volts. Why would you have 5 volts AC? That wouldn't make any sense now. So, okay. So second part would be to test this one. So I'm now going to test this one for 15 volts. Let's see what voltage it gives. And it says, wow, that's off. 23.5 volts. That's not right. That's not right. And then we got the ground pin with the 115. Let me check. Be careful. And it says millivolts, but that doesn't make any sense. So let me check this too on AC, because to me that sounds off. Not even a volt. That is weird. Let me check between these pins. No, let me DC again. So no high voltage there. That's weird. So I'm not entirely sure what's wrong at the moment. Just that this seems off, that there's already something here that's incorrect. So there's only one fuse, and that is working just okay. So let me turn it off. And then measure the 5 volts again on at the right side. Because that showed something like when it started like 10 volts and then it's slowly dropped. So turn it on again. And I'm going to measure the 5 volts. So this one and this one here. It's even higher. You see? It started out with about 15 volts and then quickly drops. 5, 10, 9. So that's weird. So let me check the what is it? 15 volts. So turn it off, turn it on, and now I'm going to quickly do a measurement between this pin, 15 volts, and ground. Ah, interesting. You see? So this says 23.8 volts. Oh wait, that's wrong. I wanted to measure these 2 pins. Nothing. Oh wait, no. It says 36 volts and quickly dropping. That's weird. 10, 9. Okay, so let's do that again. Interesting. Turn it on. And then could be maybe because nothing is connected here. 113 and then it quickly drops. So I think it's just some kind of protection circuit maybe, because it starts out with a higher voltage and then quickly drops, and that might be the same for this one. Oh no, the 15 volts was way higher, so this 5 volts was also not giving any readout. So what's this? And it says 8 millivolts. So let me check that again. So off, turn it on, measure, and between this one. 4, 3, 2, yeah. So they start out with high voltage and then slowly drop. So could that be because these are not in their socket and there's some protection circuit going on, or something off with this board? Well, I'm going to do some Google foo to see if something comes up here based on this information. I'll try to share this video on at least one known form for me, and hopefully someone sees this and knows what's going on, or at least how to prevent the voltage drop. But I think the voltage drop indicates that there's likely something wrong here. I don't think that is expected. I think those voltages should remain stable on these rails. Yeah, and the fact that one of those voltages, so the 15 volt pin stating it's 25, yeah, that's wrong. So yeah, then what component could be broken? I don't know. Everything looks okay here. I don't see typical, let's say, burned components, diodes, or whatever. Everything has a great color, no bilge caps. Although maybe the brown, yeah, I'm not sure about that. It's not completely flat, but I wouldn't say that there's something wrong with it. So, okay, we'll see. Hopefully someone knows what's going on and can get me to the second step. So this was step 2 basically. The first one was opening the case, the second one was dismantling this and measuring the voltages. And now not sure what to do, so hopefully someone can help me with step 3.